I told you the story the other night. I know I wasn't here last night. I told you the story Wednesday night that we were doing our first ever Mimi sleepover with Grace and Lucy. Grace is 5, Lucy's 3. And they have a new sister coming in at the end of June, and we decided that we need to do a practice round of the sleepover adventure. So it was last night. And truthfully, they did amazing. They really, really did. They slept most of the night. And they got up crazy early, but that's normal for them. And they went right to sleep, and they slept all night, and they didn't wake up. Mimi, however, kept waking up every 20 minutes to make sure they were still okay. And they were still where they were supposed to be. So I'm tired today. Plus, we had the pre-bed excitement and then the early morning excitement, and I'm kind of out of practice. So, yeah, I do have a project for you tonight, but no guarantees how it's going to go. So let me know when you're here. Pop in and say hey. So I'm not just talking to myself, which I've been doing a lot of lately. And we will get started. I have 2 announcements for you. One is I have started an email list for us, just for chalk. I have email lists from everything I've done, but I don't want to just put you in there if this isn't for you. So I'm still looking to see if I'm still here alone. I have the chat open, but I don't see it coming through. I'm just checking. Hold on. Is it working? Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry. I get nervous when I don't see anything happening. If you... Okay, we're good. Sorry for the delay here while I get this figured out. All right. So to join that mailing list, you're going to want to pop over to the blog, and you'll see it right at the top. It says stay tuned. The reason you want to be there is I have some special Try Me kits that I have put together, but I don't want to share them here. They're going to just be to people that are a part of my mailing list. So you don't want to miss that. And I'm going to plan to do that every couple of weeks. Now, I don't have thousands of them. It's a very limited number, but the people on the mailing list will get to see what those are. So you want to do that. The next thing I need to tell you is the Creamy Dreamy pastes are here. So if you've been looking at my site and wondering why all of the paste colors are not, and there's still some, they're not all here yet, they're coming. But when they do come, when you do see new pastes, after they say they're available to purchase, they will be the Creamy Dreamy ones. And what's cool about those? What's the big deal about this? Besides it has a cute name. What's the big deal about Creamy Dreamy? When you open your paste, you will immediately notice it. One of the things that has happened over time is that the way the paste arrives is it can dry out. Well, not with Creamy Dreamy. It is not drying out. It is stable. You are going to be amazed what you can do with it. You use less of it. It doesn't dry quite as quickly, so it gives you a little bit more time to work with it. Oh, it's amazing. You're going to love it. So if you've tried Couture in the past and you didn't really like, come on back, give us another shot. I have to tell you, this stuff is amazing. There's no water. You don't need to add water to it. You don't really need to do much with it. You just need to use it. It's incredible. So, and all the Creamy Dreamies there. So, let's get to our project. Hey, ladies. Oh, good. Phew, you're here. Susan, Lana. Hey, Elizabeth. Welcome. Okay. So, what I'm working with tonight are the heart cutouts. And you're thinking, lady, you missed Valentine's Day. I know. But these can be for other things. Let me see if I can open this without... just because it's a heart shape doesn't mean it was just for Valentine's Day. And I have a couple of these left. These are great surfaces, and they're still in stock. I put the shopping list, and I'll put it with this video after it gets done, but there's 2 of these. I think we're going to work with a big one tonight. Oh, maybe I want to work with a little one with the flowers. Yeah, I'm going to work with a little one. I'm going to save this for tomorrow, and I'll show you something with that tomorrow. But for tonight, we're going to use a little one. And I am using white, pistachio, and peony. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do, I need to wax this a little bit so that things work a little better for me. This is our surface wax. Super easy. Not super easy to open when you first get it though, because you don't know what you're supposed to do. This twists off. It doesn't pull, it twists. We've had questions. And then just a little paper towel and a little bit. You don't need to do it heavy. Just gives it a good surface. Waxing does a couple of things. It makes it easier to remove the paste if you have a boo-boo or you want to change your mind. Yes, this is removable. Now, the other purpose for it is it's kind of a better protection for your transfer. It doesn't make it, it doesn't damage the transfer. And then you just screw that back on and you're good to go. All right. So this transfer that I'm using is called Bud and Blossom. It is a layering transfer. Hope everybody had a great week. I can't believe we are at Friday. All right, so these have the lines on them to cut it apart, but also look really close. It also has these little marks. These registration marks are going to help me line up the double layer. So this has color, and then this is the detail, all right? So I'm going to cut this apart. And I'm going to do a kind of shabby chic country look to this. I apparently can't cut a straight line tonight. So the leaves do the same thing. They have detail here that you can put on for the bud. You can put the leaves are here, but these are the buds. So if you wanted to do both the blossom and the bud, that's what they're for. I'm going to take these too because I might want these as well. I'm not going to worry about the leaves right this minute. I'll put those on after. All right, so what do we do first? Oh, I had this question today, and I thought it was a good one, and I gave the answer that as it pertains to me, but I have to tell you that sometimes there's not necessarily a right or wrong. The question was, which side of this towel do you use to fuzz? In my vast experience of a few weeks, I use this softer side, the shorter pile side to fuzz on. I have better results with that. And I use this, so if I were doing several colors and I needed to rinse my transfer in the middle, but I wanted to get back to it right away, I could put it in here and blot it, and it would help it dry faster. And then after I'm all done my project and I go and wash these, you simply just rinse them under the faucet. And I'm embarrassed to show you how dirty my sponge is, but this is my sponge, and that just gets the top of it off, okay? I should have a new pretty one, but I don't have one right now. And then I just lay them face down, sticky side up, to dry on this part of the towel. So I fuzz on this side. I could be proven wrong, but that works good for me. So I'm going to go with the bud And I'm going to go with the Blossom. Hey, Sherry, welcome. I thought it was a great question. So good that I thought I should bring it here. So thanks for asking it. And I'm serious. I could be wrong. And I think you could probably have an argument that the other way works. But I find that if I use this really, I'm more likely to get clumps if for some reason this sheds it all. And then it's going to be a lump. So I like this fine side better. Before I got this, I used a cotton dish towel. I used a regular towel, and I kept getting pieces of pile, I guess, for my towel, and I didn't like it. So, plus, I love this color and it matches. Totally unrelated reason. I am kind of matchy-matchy. Alright, so let's see. You go with this one, right? Let's just double check. Or we get too carried away here. Go with this one? No, you don't. You go with the other one. I'd rather do it here before I have it all covered in paste. Yeah, you go with this one. See how that goes? All right. So we're going to do this first. Alrighty. And this is pretty big. So I think I'm going to do it just like a little bit on, a little bit off. Like so. Whoops, sorry, I'm not where I should be in the camera now. I got a lump in the middle here. A little something. Now it doesn't matter if I have bumps in the green, the teal, but it does matter if I have bumps in the silk screen part. Oh, do you know what I also did, Sherry, is I washed mine, and that helped too. It kind of, you know, washed it and fluffed it, and I didn't mean that I wanted to do that, but I did it. And it came up better. I got brand new and I got paste on it. All right, so I am going to put the peony. Now, I also heard another designer today say they throw these away. So I'm going to do some research and double check it. I've been telling us to save it, but I heard that I don't need to save it. It's a whole lot less messy if I don't need to save it. So, but I'd rather err on the side of saving than having thrown it away and found out I needed it. So let me do some research on that, but don't throw them away just yet. But I will double check and I'll get the straight poop for you, I promise. So I'm just going to put some peony on this one. And I'm also, now I've only got one registration mark that's showing on this, the little gizzy here, but I'm going to do that. And it will help me line up the top layer. There, get you all covered, and then you really don't want too much excess in here, so you want to make sure that you squeegee off any excess. And put it right back in the jar. Okay. And now, peel and reveal. So can you see that tiny little mark? Let me zoom you in a little. All right, that's the registration mark right there. So I'm going to dry this now. And then I'm going to put the detail on the top. It's drying. You saw how much trouble I get into drying the bunny. I didn't take time to dry it, so we're gonna take a minute. Okay, what I'm actually gonna do is where's the other one? The bud. Let's put the bud over here. Come along. And then we'll let that dry just a little bit more. Now you could use different colors. Part of the reason I picked these is these are definitely in stock now, so that you could do this if you wanted. I tried to pick things that were in stock right now, and they are. Are you really dry though? You know, oh, she wasn't. Oh goodness. I have such a hard time rushing this, you guys. I told you Mimi was tired tonight. There. Okay. Now let's try it. My husband was surprised that I was actually going to do this. He's like, are you sure you want to do something in public? You're pretty tired. Yes, I can do it. It'll make me feel better. Really, who would think that 2 little girls would tire you out? I still haven't figured out how my sister does 3. She's younger, that's why. Okay, I think we're good. So this little mark is going to go why can't I find you? There you are. Okay, so there's our detail on that one. I'm trying not to let this lay down on this little lady over here. And we're going to do the wisp. We're going to do white on the top of it. Just had a throwback to a different material. Plain white. Okay, we're just going to put this on. And then we are going to cross our fingers really tightly to be sure that when I peel this off, I don't take the pink with me. Everybody be thinking positive peeling thoughts. Okay. Think really good, really clean, really nice. I'm taking some with me, but you know what? I said I wanted it to be shabby, so we're okay. All right, so there you go. So what is the trick? What is the problem that you have to let it dry way longer than I can let it dry in this live? But this is what I wanted it to look like, but I was going to sand it, so I didn't have to now. So there's that. Where is this one? I'm not going to put this on because I want it to be white. It could have been green, but I don't want the green. I do want a couple of leaves though. So, and I need to get rid of this registration mark that's here. Okay, so then I put a leaf down. Which one do I think? I think that might look good. I should probably know the botanical names of these little babies and do it right. I don't. You guys are so quiet tonight. Is it just the end of the week and we're tired? Susan, how you feeling? Susan got her vaccine today. Yay! Okay, put this down. Fuzz that a little. I guess right this way will work. What I kind of want is a little bit off the edge too. So let's do this guy. Let's do, I'm lining them all up along the edge of the counter. Let's do one of the bigger guys. This one. This is the kind of thing you could just keep growing and growing. Okay, so my plan, which is cool. I'm going to pop this down here so I try not to take off this one. All right. And put you down like that. Now, it's not going to be much of it, and it may look like I need to do something over it. We'll see. All right, so the whole idea of this is we want it to look kind of shabby. Now this is not going to come off. It's going to look really bright, and that isn't really what I want. I want it to look like this was a 20-year-old item that's been sitting around. So I'm going to sand this, but clearly I need to let it dry a little bit. So let me pick up my mess. And I'm going to show you a different color that I sanded before you came. This is one of the houses, the house shapes, which might tell you what you would hear about in a Try Me kit in the mailing list. If I show you this, good. This is done with, it was sanded, waxed, a light coat of this Waverly chalk paint in Pool, dried, and then sanded lightly again, and then waxed. So now that's what I'm going to do with this once it's dry. I'm going to sand it all lightly, which is going to mute some of these colors, and wax it, and hopefully I'm going to get a shabby, chic-y kind of look. But I can't really do that with you live because it has to dry. I'm going to try a little bit on this and see what we get. All right, if I wreck it, well, we'll just wipe it off and try it again. I need my lighter sandpaper. Here it is. Sounds like I'm making a mess over here. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Just a light touch on this one. You want to go with the grain of the wood. You don't want to go crazy with it. And you really don't want to do it super heavy. You want to just go really light, almost an emery board light. She has. I know. I'm loving it. Shannon's going to die when I tell her I ordered power tools. Okay, so see, you just get a little bit of that off. And then I've got to do this guy too because the white is a little too much. Again, just ever so light. There. All right. And it kind of mutes it a little. Then I'm going to grab my wax again, and I'm going to do a little bit of wax over the top of it. Again, really lightly. And it kind of cleans it up, gets all those extra little pieces off, and we get a whole different look. Right? Now, I'm almost done. Let's put you away. Now, I need... No! I ordered a little palm sander because I have some big boards that I want to use, like some lumber. And, oh, I did that wrong. And my hand sandpaper was just getting tired. So I tried to borrow my children's, but no, I have a palm sander coming. I probably won't do it on Facebook, but a Dremel would be fun too. I don't have one of those. I'm not brave at all when it comes to these tool things. I'm just not. Oh, I didn't grab this one that I wanted. I think these are too big. Oh no, I can get Cherish on there. All right, this is from Grace, Honor, and Cherish. And now the question is, what do I do to make sure that it shows up? I just ordered a sander, a little tiny palm sander. Because I have some lumber that really needs some attention before I can use it. It's really beat up. I will? Okay, good. I feel better, Lana. I was really nervous about this whole idea. All right. All right, so we're going to put Cherish on top of this. I don't know. Shall I do this in a deep color? I'm afraid it'll be too... You know what I want? This ink is not available yet, but I'm going to do it in Storm. It was available and then it sold out really quick. So I'm going to do it in Storm, and I think I want it to go this way. All right? Gosh, I hope everything's dry or we're just going to have a whole big mess and we'll start all over again. But you know what? We've experimented with a lot of things. All right, so here is Storm. Notice how these all look when I open them. They're so good. There's no lumps. They're not dry. They look just like yogurt. They're wonderful. All right, so here comes Cherish. Now, I've been building this Easter tray, which is completely ravaged because the girls were here. No, Susan, I did not eat them all. I had a lot of helpers. Oh my gosh, I love it. What do you think? This is going to go in my Easter tray. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I'm really liking this whole idea of using surfaces that not for what they were made for. So this is going to go in my tray with my bunnies. I'm using all the same color families and they will go together. Now, if I had done that in a dark color, it would have kind of taken away from it. Right? Oh, so pretty. Okay, so I will work on my tray and make it look like it hasn't been attacked by a giant Easter bunny. And I will have it up for you. And tomorrow we're going to do this one. And I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on here yet, but I think my Easter things are going to go on this one. And I'm going to do it kind of the way we did with the bunnies, where this goes this way, and then this one goes this way. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it at all from it. Sort of, you can. All right, well, how about if I do it now backwards? No, it doesn't work that way. Anywho, Cherish is our project for tonight, and I will have more for you tomorrow. BJ, what do you want to cricket? What do you need to cricket? Not a single cricket was used for this one. Honest. These are all Couture transfers, pre-done. You don't have to do a single thing. I did not use a machine. I seriously am loving how simple it is. You don't have to figure out the file. You don't have to do any of that. All you do is take your transfer, put it down on your thing. Yep, already pre-done. It comes in a pack of Grace, Honor, and Cherish. Isn't that pretty? Super fun. So you need chalk, you need a surface of some kind, and you need a transfer. Yeah. So fun. Do you have the joy? Does your small one use design space? Right, yeah, no cricket needed, honest. I stopped. Cricket and vinyl and weeding make my head hurt. They truly do. So and it's very frustrating. It doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. This is super, super simple. If you don't like it, you just wipe it off and start again. So yeah, no cricket needed. All right, everybody, thanks for coming tonight. This was great. I needed this. Now I don't feel so tired. And, and I will stop by tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly my timing yet. We have a birthday for my daughter Sarah tomorrow. But at some point throughout the day I'll be here and I will do the big heart to go with it and we'll see how the tray is looking. Alrighty? If you have any questions about where I got, what I did, where did this come from, just drop me a note. I'll fill you in. See you soon. Bye.